The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions. And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple of years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate #1 threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end you, man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions led by Jared Goff, chanting his name during the playoffs in 2023 in Detroit. Far cry from the trade from the Rams to the Lions, second in the league in passing a season ago.
Truth be told, we might be talking about one of the most disrespected quarterbacks in the entire NFL. He's constantly talked about as if he's some fringe NFL starter, despite the fact, Mike, that he's been the focal point for a team that has completely turned things around since his arrival. Now, I don't know if we would classify him as this, elite super talent, but there's no denying this guy is a winner, and if he's under center, you got a great chance.
Second and 7. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On second down, Goff. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That one good for 13. First down, Detroit.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. It's the most valuable real estate in football. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Still first down.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff with the give to Montgomery. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle. Here's a second and 12. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Goff to throw. And that is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The Steelers led out by their quarterback, Russell Wilson. Still strange to not see him in a Seattle uniform where he was for a decade, couple of years with the Broncos. And now Greg, the 9-time Pro Bowler, year 1 in Pittsburgh.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in...
And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
We met with them the other day, Mike, and the offensive coordinator, he went out of his way. He was adamant that they felt really good early in this game. There was a lot of things on this opening script they could do to attack this defense. Well, needless to say, I don't think giving up a sack on the first play was what he had in mind, and now they face a 2nd and long. They got to get back on track.
Out of the gun, here's Russ. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
On 4th down, it's the former Texan Cameron Johnston to punt for the Steelers, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Lions offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. On play action, Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball's going to go.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Still 1st down.
From the gun, it's Goff. This pass complete to Raymond. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And he'll get about 5. A second down throw for Goff. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And third down coming up.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Extra point attempt still to come. It's up and good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Steelers offense ready for their second possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That'll be caught by the running back, Lawrence. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
Now a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, Wilson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. The Lions call their first timeout, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Lions offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Goff to throw. Quick slant taken in by Amon-Ra. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Right back to St. Brown. They connect again.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. To throw is Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing here is Goff. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So we've reached halftime here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. This, the final game on the preseason schedule for these two teams. After this comes final cut downs, and then we get started for real. the countdown is on for the NFL kickoff game on the Thursday after Labor Day.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Now Russ. There's a short one caught by Fryermuth. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Wilson. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Third and long. Here's Wilson to throw. It's out wide to try the tight end screen.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
Steelers getting ready to put this one away as he is on to kick it away. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Lions offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. The ball comes out, and the defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
After that fumble recovery, a big opportunity here. 1st and goal. Back to throw. Wilson. This one caught at the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Here, that's going to be intercepted in the end zone. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.
Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The Lions offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. First and 10 now from the 36. The motion man is Raymond. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, different than the college game, these offensive linemen, they're blocking for the run. But if that ball gets pulled, the pass option of the play, they're not allowed downfield. In the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Goff. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Goff, into the hands of Brock Wright. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
You'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he's going to have a Lions first down. As this defense a little too loose there, giving up 19 yards on 4th down. They are not having success on defense. That play picks up 19 yards. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. He's got it at the 3. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Now, Goff. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. Now the try for an extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Austin now to return this, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get back to work. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Two timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here is 2nd and 7. Again, Wilson. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down. They go play action now. Wilson. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Important one here now for the Steelers. They're going to try to go for the 2-point conversion. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That is incomplete, and the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
Mike, there's not a lot of ways to break this play down other than saying you get the wide open target, you have the play you want, you're aggressive going for 2, you just got to catch the ball.
They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick. Not much of a chance.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still first down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Goff down to a knee. And that should be the final act in this one. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Lions. And they appear ready for the regular season, aren't we all? We'll see them on the season debut Sunday Night Football, Week 1, 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 in LA, right here on EA Sports. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL.